Yeah, I feel like them. I get why they're angry. 100% get why they're angry. But trying to look at this as a third party, as a unbiased third party, I don't blame Tessa for what she did. No. So I'm gonna say you did what you had to do. Yeah, I don't blame her what she did. You know, I the things that she was saying, it unfortunately makes sense. You know, like their mother wasn't perfect. Tessa wasn't perfect. Eddie wasn't perfect. Nobody was perfect. Everybody was just trying to do what the best that they could. And despite the fact that people tried to do the best that they could, Marianne ended up dead, and that's just I mean, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And Tessa had to do what she had to.
You were worried. And you did what you thought you had to. Get it? We both do. The situation was so fucked that, well, there probably wasn't a
Yeah.
good answer.
Yeah. Exactly.
Thank you.
We can't isolate because, as she said, part of Marianne's downfall was that she pushed people away and she like isolated herself. So if we like can't come to an understanding with Eddie, with Tessa, with Sam, if we also push them away, then we are dishonoring our mom because we are repeating the mistakes that she made. Like the twins are always talking about how they only need each other, and Tyler didn't really want any other friends, and all he needed was a sister, which is beautiful and poetic, but at the same time, human beings are meant to form relationships with other people, like people that could give you not only companionship but could also help you. And I do believe that there is a lot of truth to what Tessa was saying about how their mom just kind of, like I said, pushed people away and isolated herself and all that good stuff. And so I don't want the twins to repeat that, to repeat that cycle, because it's just not ideal.
No, I could have done more. Marianne was fragile. She needed help, and I failed her. It's my fault.
Nope,
She's gone.
it's not your fault.
I know I've made mistakes. All I can do now is say that I'm sorry. If I could give you back your mother, I would.
I believe
don't
that.
deserve your forgiveness, especially yours, Tyler. But if there's a place for me in your lives, I'd like to be there.
I have to know something first. Are you good with who I am?
I've been thinking about that since you came home.
That's
I
honest.
believe that my life is better for having lived it by God's word. But I also believe we don't always understand what he's saying to us. I prayed for guidance, and seeing you standing here in front of me, such a strong and thoughtful young man, I think I have his answer.
I think that's very honest.
That means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tessa, I know the last couple of days have been heated. I'm up for a fresh start if you are, but it's not really up to me. Tyler?
Yeah, I'm done losing people. Like, this is... Forget that. Forget losing people.
I'm done losing people. And if we can't let people grow, then what the hell kind of chance do we have?
Thank you.
That was an easy
Both
decision.
of you. Kids, I never knew your mother's whole story, but it was obviously very painful. She always said you two were the only good luck she'd ever had. I'm going to try harder to forgive her. I hope you can as well. If you two are in town tomorrow, come by the cafe. Lunch is on me.
Thought we were supposed to have lunch with...
There gonna be coconut cake on the menu?
You know, I think there just might be.
Coconut Filipino.
I'll see you two tomorrow
There we
then.
go.
We'll be there.
We're supposed to have lunch with our
What?
officer friend, too. I feel like we might have missed a collectible.
That was something, huh?
Yeah, it was.
I had pretty much given up on her. But I guess sometimes people change.
I know. feel like a total ass right now.
I bet Tessa's thinking the same thing.
Yep. Things are gonna be real awkward my first day back in the office.
Oh, I'm sure you'll both manage to never talk about today.
Exactly. Awkward as hell.
So, okay. This was up here was where I thought I saw Tessa was up here, wasn't she?
Where are you going?
I wanted to go up to where Tessa was. I can't do that.
Can
I
we
didn't
go back to the
also.
car?
I realized I also didn't talk to Michael. I think she said Michael's over there, and I didn't see him, so I missed Michael. I'm still not really sure what to think about Michael and Tyler flirting with each other. I don't know. I just. If the game specified the relationship between Allison and Michael, it went over my head. I totally missed it, and now I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going. Gonna keep going. No collectible, no collectible.
You want to sit down for a bit?
Sure.
Not a bad view, right?
Yeah,
Nope.
I get now why they put cemeteries in nice spots. Takes a little bit of the sting off. Listen, I know this has been hard. I'm really grateful you saw it through with me. Fireweed
too.
was great, but there was no one really there for me like that, you know? You're the only one.
Hey, brothers and sisters, right?
But it's been way more brothers than sisters lately, which is why I'm trying to say thank you.
You really don't have to.
You saved my life, Allison.
Only for you to end up locked up in fireweed for the rest of your childhood.
Wait, are you still blaming yourself for that? Don't. It was my choice.
It's just... I stole your life, Tyler. And then I totally wasted it.
That's not true.
You're on your way to Denali. Michael's gonna be a famous chef, and what am I doing? Nothing.
You were just dealing with what happened the way that you needed to, alright? As soon as we figure this shit out, we're gonna sell the house, and you're gonna go to Juneau. You're gonna kick ass.
You make it sound so easy.
No. We never had a shot at easy,
Yeah.
but we always pull through, right?
I love
Yeah.
this.
You're right.
So
Hey,
great moments.
wherever Ranger Tyler ends up next, he better come down from the hills to visit us city folk every now and then. You hear?
For sure. And anyway, that's not gonna be for a while. We've got time.
Oh yeah, of course. We do. So I guess we know the story now, huh? Marianne was done with Delos, and Delos was done with her. Maybe she was too proud, but she worked so hard for so long, and when she reached the end of her rope, no one was there to help her.
Yeah.
Not even Tessa or Eddie. And when she heard social services was coming, she
She snapped.
Gave up. But killed her kids? Really? I don't know. It still feels like there's something missing, right?
Well, there's a whole nother chapter left. Chapter 3. So, yeah, there is. This is a great scene. I'm so happy about these scenes.
You're never gonna understand what was going through her mind. I'll bet even she didn't.
I love that.
It's probably always gonna feel that way.
I love that. Love that, love that, love that. I still feel like we missed a collectible. But this game has great moments.
I'm gonna fall asleep the second I hit the couch.
You better rally. We still have to do some cleaning before bed.
Do we have to?
Hey, whoever packs the most gets the big couch tonight.
Shit. Allison.
I'll get the fire extinguisher.
What the heck? What's going on? How did this... Oh! Who is that? Who was that? That wasn't the hunter.
Tyler!
Who was that?
Tyler, are you alright?
Allison.
What's
Lauren.
going on?
Stay there. I got it.
I'm confused. That was very creepy. Was somebody trying to burn down our house? Like, was somebody trying to burn down evidence, maybe?
There was a guy.
Might have been a
He
woman.
smashed me in the face with the door.
What guy? What did he look like?
I couldn't tell.
I'm not sure. I couldn't see straight, and he was all in black.
Why would someone try to burn down our barn?
Because they didn't want us to find
I don't know.
something.
But I'm going to find out. Well, at least he left us the junker. So, did Eddie teach you how to put out a fire?
Nope. I taught myself. I might have found something.
Yeah, I see.
Did
but
he
I'm-
really have to smash everything? He went looking under the rug? This gas can was already here this morning. He didn't bring it with him.
God. He really turned this place upside down.
At least you were spared.
The moon hag. Yeah, we missed one. It's okay.
The
We missed
Moon
one.
Hag is an old and powerful witch. She lures her innocent victims deep beneath the ice and traps them there forever.
Yeah, we missed a collectible. It's okay.
Asshole even dumped the drawers.
Not the end of the world. It's bound to happen when you're playing a game blind. I tried, but I did pretty well up to that point.
Great.
Hey.
More to clean.
Come take a look at this.
Yeah?
Is that a box under the barn?
Yeah. What the hell? I think this is where the fire started.
So he was trying to burn whatever's inside?
We should check it out. I'm gonna need to remove a few more planks to get to it.
Where could we possibly find a tool to do that?
These planks look newer than the rest.
That corner used to be all dirt for chickens. She was always saying how she was gonna make this place a real homestead. Little house on the tundra. Is that a box under the barn?
Yeah. What the hell? I think this is where the fire started.
So he was trying to burn whatever's inside?
We should check it out. I'm gonna need to remove a few more planks to get to it.
Where could we possibly find a tool to do that?
In here? Where the rest of the tools are, right? That door, that window that's shaking is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
This guy went on a tear.
Oh, here we go.
Guess we know how he made the hole.
Everything's on the floor.
There's a box down here.
Step back.
I'll be fine.
What's in the box? Curiouser and curiouser. Is it another
Well,
puzzle box?
I only know one person who'd bother to decorate a storage box like this.
Your mom.
Marianne. Let's open it.
Is it unlocked, though?
What's that there?
Some kind of carving. Not sure what it is, though. 3 digits. Any ideas?
Marianne was never really a numbers kind of person. Hey, doesn't that carving look like the Secret Keeper from the Book of Goblins?
Secret Keeper.
Finding anything?
Just give me a sec.
Frog. Princess's Party. The Moon Hag. The Secret Keeper? The Mad Hunter. The Moose. The Goblins. Muskrat. Troll. Goblins. Their voice. Tricks the Mad Hatter. Loses her name. Goblin. The Ice Cave. The goblins earn their voice. Oh.
That's it. Look. It's the
same
same symbol. The Secret Keeper.
Well, let's see if we can find any numbers.
So did she know about their voice? Their secret power? The goblins earn their voice. Once upon a time, in the deep and ancient forest, the crafty goblin spied on the Secret Keeper as she made her rounds gathering up secrets that the animals of the forest had for sale. How, said the first goblin, does she get people's secrets? Do you suppose she peels open their heads? Let's find out, said the second. And so the goblins watched the Secret Keeper. They watched her until the stalwart moose came to her, head hanging low. It was my fault. I chose the uneven trail. I can't bear to remember. The Secret Keeper nodded and gazed into the stalwart moose's eyes. Though the goblins couldn't hear anything, they knew she was speaking to the moose. For the Secret Keeper spoke in people's minds with the gift of the voice. After a few minutes, the stalwart moose blinked. I feel lighter, the moose said. Did I give you something? The Secret Keeper nodded, handing him a coin. Did I just give you something? The Secret Keeper nodded, handing him a coin. The stalwart moose nodded and plodded along the trail. He spied the goblins hiding in the woods and narrowed his eyes, for he knew the goblins were often up to mischief. The 2 goblins whistled innocently, and the moose was forced to carry on because they were not doing anything obviously bad. I need to know what the secret was, said one of the goblins. Let's go buy it. So the goblins approached the Secret Keeper before she could stow away Moose's secret. We want to buy Moose's secret. What do you have to trade? Asked the Secret Keeper. We want to move his secret. What do you want to trade? Asked the Secret Keeper, her voice filling in their minds. The goblins produced a silver-handled hairbrush. Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where, 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 oh, where is my hairbrush? They had stolen from the princess, and the Secret Keeper nodded. And that is how the goblins came to know that Moose's mate had tumbled down a cliffside to her death. Wow, that's dark. The Secret Keeper moved on. The first of the goblins said, I want to know more. So the goblins followed the Secret Keeper, hoping to find where she hid the secrets. They followed her to the peak of a nearby ridge and watched as she stowed the rest of the day's secrets high into a cloud. When she had gone, they climbed the high spruce tree that disappeared into the misty sky. They reached out and just managed to dip their hands into the clouds. Their heads were filled with memories, and they snatched their hands back out as if they had just thrust them in boiling water. Tears poured down their cheeks. That was how the Secret Keeper found them, crying in the tree. You stole my secrets, seethed the Secret Keeper. Give them back. The crafty goblins stopped crying because they saw an opportunity. What will you give us in exchange? They asked. I'll give you back the silver-handled hairbrush, offered the Secret Keeper. For so many secrets? Pshaw! You'll have to offer more than that. What if, said the Secret Keeper, I shared the gift of voice? The crafty goblins grew excited. That will do! So the Secret Keeper shared the gift of voice with the goblins, and immediately they found that they could hear one another's thoughts and feel each other's feelings. The crafty goblins gave back the secrets they had taken and ran back to the big wooden house. There they found the princess preparing food. They tried to peer into her mind, but they found it was blank. They tried to speak to her using only their minds, but she could not hear them. It seemed the Secret Keeper was craftier than the crafty goblins, for she had only shared enough of her power to let the goblins use the gift of voice with each other and not with the whole forest. That makes sense. and that is how the goblins stole the gift of voice from the secret keeper, but why they could only use it with each other. So how did that cause, where do I get 3 numbers from that?
Hey, doesn't that carving look like the secret keeper from the Book of Goblins? Hey, doesn't that
Is there like a hidden number in... Is there a hidden number in here? 3 numbers. After a few minutes, I feel lighter, handing him a coin. The 2 goblins instantly was forced to carry on. Or maybe the Glock doesn't have numbers on it. And then there had a hairbrush, and then a voice.
carving look like the secret keeper from the Book of Goblins?
So, what are the numbers? You stole my secrets. Secret keeper. Gathering the secrets of animals, forest house. She said, how did she get people's secrets? Said the second. They watched the moose. Chose the end of a trail. The secret not gazed at the stalwart moose's eyes. After a few minutes, I feel lighter, handing them a coin. Spied on the goblins, the woods. The 2 goblins innocently, and the moose was forced to carry on because they were not doing anything obviously bad. I'm still looking to see if there's a number associated with this. I need to know what the secret is. So the goblins approached the secret keeper before she could stow away the moose's secret. We want to buy the moose's secret, filling their minds of a silver-handled hairbrush. And that is how the goblins came to know that the moose tumbled down the cliff toward death. The tears were on the cheeks. That was how the secret kept crying in the tree. Will you keep this the voice? They found the princess preparing food. They tried to speak to her, and that is how... Let's go back to the beginning. Frog earns the right to speak. The bear and the princess. The bear fixes the house. The princess's party. The goblins and the ice cave. The princess and 2 thieves. The princess makes new friends. The big bear speaks paws. The moon hag loses her name. The goblins trick the mad hunter. The pelican helps her friends. The goblins carry their voice. The big frog is punished. The goblins save the old bear. The goblins irritate the ice king. The pelican forgives the goblins. The goblins meet the ice troll. The goblins trick the muskrat. The moose teaches the goblins. The manhunter gets his hand back. I mean... The moose was mentioned, and there's only 1 chapter about the moose here. Why is this covered? Old bear ambled up the moment as moose did you fish for the goblins. Hairbrush.
Great, more to clean. He went looking under the rug? He used this to start the fire.
I'm not getting... Take. I guess I could use that to force the lock.
Yeah, that'll break a lock. This guy went on a tear.
Yeah, but I don't want to break the lock. I want to try to figure out...
Too bad he wasn't after this.
The hairbrush.
That damn broken door. It let him right in.
Gold coin, a hairbrush. I feel like everything that we need is in that book. The thing is, I'm not sure if everything I need to know is in that chapter.
Nothing. Just like we left it.
But now the door is locked. Why is the door locked?
Nothing.
So?
Still no sign of him.
Alright, I'm going back. Because I feel like if we find him, it ends the chapter, and I don't want to end the chapter. I'm trying to open this box, but I'm not the secret keeper. Let's go back in here. No, I want to...
Hey,
So the secret keeper is 47. Could it be 47? 047?
doesn't that carving look like the secret keeper from the Book of Goblins?
47?
That wasn't it.
The goblins earn their voice. How can I get a number out of this? Three, 0, 1. There we go. 1. I just saw it. 3, 0. Unlock. 1, 3, 0.
That did it.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Found it. Didn't have to unlock to rip it open. What's in here?
Guessing she didn't know how much of an ass he'd turn out to be.
Dear Marianne, I need to see you again. I know how that sounds, and I don't want you to think I chase after all the new girls at Delos Crossing. Is this from Sam? I've always taken my vows very seriously, but something changed when I met you. When we're together, I feel like I'm doing 80 down the highway with my lights off, and I never want to stop. I know it isn't right, and we both have a lot to lose, but I need to be with you again. I hope you feel the same. Heart symbol. P.S. I bought you a little something for next time. I can't wait to see how it looks on you. Oh.
Fuck. That's rough.
Marianne, I'm sorry you're in this situation. I know you feel...
This guy tried to push Marianne to get an abortion.
What?
Even though she wanted to keep us.
What? I'm sorry you're in this situation. I know you feel you'd make a great mother, and I doubt you will someday. And I don't doubt you will someday, but right now we have to be sure we don't ruin 3 lives. My marriage hasn't been happy for some time, but she doesn't deserve this. But mostly I'm worried about you. People here talk, and I don't want you to have to go through that. I know money has been tight, but I'll do what I can to help you do the right thing. Just let me know how much you need. Oh. Sam was our dad? Sam was our dad. That's what it's sounding like. He cheated on his wife with our mom, and her mom had us that he wanted to push for an abortion.
What a mess.
That was a mess, Tyler. That's why Sam has been particular about this garage, maybe, because maybe he was looking for the evidence and was trying to burn it. Was that Sam? I think that man was Sam.
That's everything. What the hell?
So, Marianne hid a box under the barn. Box full of letters from our deadbeat dad.
He turned the whole place upside down and didn't take anything. All he wanted was that box.
And he was willing to burn down the barn to get rid of what was inside. You know what it all means, right?
Yep. That guy had an affair with Marianne, and he just tried to torch the evidence.
He must have heard we were clearing out the house. He was worried we'd find it.
You know, I can't shake the feeling I've seen him here before.
Sam. It's Sam. Although he didn't look like he had Sam's build. Where's that memory? Show me that memory. Oh, is it the memory of when he went out of that, when he bumped into me? Yeah. Follow him.
Things. I don't know about you, but I haven't forgotten anything about that night.
I would have said the same thing, but something felt different. I need to see the rest.
But you know what happens down there.
That's the thing. I'm not sure I do.
All right, let's go.
This is where I tripped.
The Mad Hunter.
That's where we saw the Mad Hunter.
Wait, there was someone here that night?
The Mad Hunter was the
In
dad.
the woods?
No. It was just... I saw... Who the hell did I actually see? Damn. He ran straight for it. No stops, no turns. He was on a mission.
So the Mad Hatter was our dad, and our mom was running away from our dad. That was the implication?
Is there someone over there?
The Mad Hunter.
So maybe she was trying to shoot the Mad Hunter.
No. That was the Mad Hunter.
What? What are you talking about?
That night, I thought I saw the Mad Hunter in the woods, but I guess it was just some asshole. Some asshole who just fucking stood there and watched while our mother chased me with a shotgun.
Do you think it was the same guy?
Maybe. I mean, it had to be him, right? They were wearing the same fishing gear.
Yeah, unless everyone who wants to mess with us is coordinating outfits.
And wait, he was here once before, wasn't he? A few days before Marianne died?
Maybe?
Hold on. Do you feel that? No hesitation. He knew where he was going. Trail ends here.
It looks like he jumped into the gully.
What are we trying to figure out here? Somewhere here. Trying to find it, trying to find it.
Tyler, not there.
Our mother fought with someone on the dock about us. We need to know if it was the same guy.
But what if it's not that memory? What if it's... I can't go through that again.
We have to take that chance.
But do we really? I mean, someone just tried to burn our barn down.
Yeah, and that means we've got to be close to something.
I'm not going on that dock.
Should I guilt trip her? I'll say it.
After what I did for you, you're really gonna say no to this?
Well, no, but I just can't keep doing this. Every time we think we understand, something new pops up.
This might be our only shot to figure out who our father is.
Who gives a shit about that asshole? I have a father, and I almost lost him because you won't stop.
Don't blame me because Chief Brown fucked Marianne over. We need to know the truth.
What if I don't want to know the truth, huh? Did you ever consider that? No. You just push and push and...
You have to take responsibility for your part in Marianne's death.
What? That wasn't...
What?
What?
How can you say that to me?
I didn't. But I did, right? Earlier, to Eddie. But I swear I didn't just say that to you.
So we can't even trust our own voices now?
God, I don't know. Allison.
I'll do it. Let's go.
I felt like guilt tripping her was sort of a dig, but I mean, I felt like it needed to be said.
We can do it.
What's the truth?
Ouch! Watch it! You're stepping on my foot! Can you hear what they're saying? Quiet! We don't want Mom to catch us out of bed.
Or maybe it was Alex. I still feel like it might be. Maybe it's not Sam, and maybe it was Alex.
I told you that would happen.
We almost had it though. That was us watching Marianne fight with that guy. Try to focus on him, alright? Don't think about anything else.
I'll try.
So you're here to make sure I've been keeping my mouth shut? I don't owe you anything.
You've been a little all over the place lately.
All over the place.
I think it's Alexander.
I've just been trying to survive. If you want to make sure I don't get desperate, you could help us out. Lend me some money.
What happened? Why did it stop?
I can't, Tyler.
But we were so damn close.
What's happening?
I'm sorry. But I'm done.
That's it? You're just giving up, just like that. You can't do this. We owe her.
Marianne is gone, Tyler. And nothing we do is gonna change that.
Don't go, please. You can't keep running from this alley, or it's only gonna get worse.
I don't know if I said that. Wow. All right.
I don't owe you anything.
Ouch! Watch it! You're stepping on my foot! Can you hear what they're saying? Quiet! We don't want Mom to catch us out of bed.
I don't get desperate. You could help us out. Lend me some money.
There's no money.
I've never asked you for anything, but right now they need you.
It's not gonna happen.
I've got everything I need to nail your ass in that barn.
And just what do you think happens after that?
What do you mean?
Well, if those kids have a father, you really think there's a court out there that'll let you keep them?
No! You have no claim to my children. Get the hell off my property, now! If you ever come back here, I'm going to kill you!
Allison?
She was protecting her kids.
I'm going to kill you.
No.
I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you.
Well. Oh man, that was chapter 2. So I feel like I regret some of the choices that I made there. I probably should have not. I was so on the fence in choosing. I knew that after what I did to you was probably the meaner thing to say, and I should have picked the other one, but I didn't. I should have picked the other one because I felt that. But I think I was teetering because you know, I didn't want to be like. Part of me didn't want to say just this one more time because I felt like, well, what if I need her to do this again? Like, I don't want to be a liar. I didn't want to promise. I think the biggest thing was I didn't want to promise her that would be the only one more time, because I might need her to push past her comfort zone again, you know, and I didn't want to like use up that chip, I guess. I didn't want to be like, I promise you this is the last time, because this might not be the last time that I might need to insist that you know, face your fears. And so that was that's the main reason I didn't choose that one, and I decided to go for the other one instead. So I guess in a vacuum I still would have chosen what I chose, even though afterwards I was like, ooh, it kind of hurt that broke them apart. Although I do feel like many of the choices that I did, I feel like majority of my choices had the star or whatever. I think that's the North Star. I think what we were seeing where they're either splitting up or connecting is the North Star, because there was mention of that in the story before, and I feel like that we had done more of the stars connecting than separating. So who knows what percentage I need to have in order to have the quote-unquote best ending. I don't even know if I'm going to have the best ending. I'm telling you guys now, I'm not going to promise I'm going to have the best ending, because it's a blind Let's Play, and it's hard to do that sometimes when you don't know what exactly you're supposed to be doing. So you just kind of go with your gut and hope that your gut is as good as possible, but it might not necessarily give you the best ending, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I think I still enjoyed the first chapter more than this one. This chapter, you know, had interesting things going on, but the whole part with at the police officer like station, I think was my least favorite, because not only was it kind of stressful, but you know, going through a bunch of files and like reading different files got a little it just got a little tedious after a while, because there were a lot of files we had to sift through, so I guess that was not particularly my favorite. One of my favorite moments was definitely the moments where we were, I guess, the quiet moments with our sibling, where there was one time when we like argued with each other, but then we sort of resolved it pretty quickly, but realistically quickly in my opinion. And then there was another part like after we went to our mother's grave and we just sat down and talked. I like that was the great moment. And then there was also the really weird moment where Michael was flirting with us, and I wasn't sure if, to this day I still don't know. I still don't remember. I still remember, or I didn't pick up whether Allison and Michael are in a relationship. Because if they were in a relationship, I probably would not have been flirting with Michael. But then, like, halfway through the flirting, I was like, maybe him and Allison are just friends, like really good friends. But just the way that Allison talks about him, it seemed like it could be interpreted like they were more than friends, and I just wasn't sure. I didn't know. But then it's just like, yeah. So we'll see how it goes on with that. I'm curious. But yeah, I don't know I'm very, very interested in obviously what happens in the last chapter. I'm wondering how. I feel like a lot of people are enjoying the story. It's not as, depending on who you are, I can see why it might not be as interesting for some people, because it's very it's very tight. I don't know if tight is the right word, because everything, really the story is just, you have these two characters, a brother and a sister, who are trying to figure out the truth about their past. And it's I think though that because it's only 3 chapters long, that's the story that lends itself to being only 3 chapters long, so I think that's okay. I think that's all right. I'm still very intrigued by it. I'm still like trying to. I like solving this mystery of what is the truth, and I thought it was really interesting that their voice seems to have like a mind of its own, because Tyler could hear the voice speaking in his voice, but he wasn't actually speaking it. So that's kind of strange, and that's kind of weird. I still feel like Alexander is their dad, because Alexander has shown up twice. Alexander shows up in the beginning of the first episode, and then he showed up again in the second episode, in the second chapter. There's a reason that he's there. They would not be showing that character twice if he wasn't significant, which is why I'm almost positive. At this point, I'm really shocked if Alexander was not their dad at this point. Because why is Alexander there? And he seems to have the same voice, and he seems to have the same like build. So, and I guess it would make sense that man represents the hunter. Because he was the one that she was trying to get away from, because he was the one who was trying to get her to get rid of her kids, get rid of her 2 goblins, and she was not going to have that. Tyler and Allison. Tyler felt Allison discarded his feelings when choosing her memory at the house. But even then, 53% chose Tyler's memory and 47% chose Allison's memory. It's about 50-50 there. Tyler felt heard about needing time when Allison refused the house showing. 35% accepted the appointment, 65% refused the appointment. Okay. So I was actually in the minority. Tyler felt discarded. So most people chose Tyler's. I chose Allison's. I also refused the appointment, so that's good. Allison felt hopeful about becoming a family when Tyler forgave Eddie. That's good. Eddie was touched by Tyler's forgiveness. 81% forgave Eddie. Michael was heartened by Tyler's compliment. 80% accepted Michael's compliment. 20% turned down Michael. So a lot of people seem to be shipping Michael and Tyler, even though who knows if Michael is dating Allison. Tessa felt grateful the twins kept her in their lives. 79% forgave Tessa. I feel like most people would forgive everyone. Would forgive Tessa and would forgive Eddie. I don't know why many people would decide, unless they were just trying to screw over our relationships with everyone. So, yeah. The choices like this, where it's not clear like what's the right or wrong, because it just feels like a guessing, that makes sense that it's more like 50-50. But the choices here, a lot of the choices in this game, I will say, seem to be not too morally gray. Like, it's pretty obvious which one's like the quote-unquote good or nice choice, and people have a tendency, I think, for the most part, as you can see, to choose the good or nice choice. So it's not like, I feel like the best types of choices are the ones where it really ends up being 50-50, split 50-50, because you're really sure what the right or wrong answer is. So, okay. So, I guess this is
There's something else. Look at this. What do you think? Should we give it a shot?
I think the crafty goblins have one more hatch to sneak through.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm surprised that the game didn't talk about the fact that Allison agreed with Tyler's memory, I think. or Tyler agreed with. I'm surprised that the game, the consequences mentioned. Yeah, I'm surprised that the game mentioned Tyler feeling discarded when Tyler felt Allison discarded his feelings when choosing her memory at the house, but they didn't mention Tyler agreeing with Allison's memory at the graveyard. I don't know why they didn't include that, because that was definitely a thing too. But okay. Alright, I still haven't found this object, but that's okay. It's alright. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this LP of the second chapter. We have one more chapter left for this to come into conclusion. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this particular chapter and how did you think it stacked up with the chapter, with the previous chapter. Did you like this one more? Did you like the first one more? I'm just curious. Do you agree with me on who the identity of the twins' father is? Or do you think it's somebody else completely? I just can't think of any other reason why Alexander's character exists other than him being their father. And he seemed super curious about the twins. So I'm wondering if he somehow suspected. Maybe the dad has the voice. I'm wondering if the dad has the voice and the dad was the one who was using Tyler's voice to talk to Allison when Tyler wasn't actually talking to Allison with the voice. I don't know. It's really confusing. I don't know how this works. And all the good stuff. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, love yourselves and love each other.